Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mystics MMOs. I am your host, Mystic Raven. All right, so reset day on DCUO. Excuse me. Yay! Awesome, 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 awesome. So, why? Because I can hopefully get some more stuff I need to get like Olympus and stuff going on. Need those Olympus coins or whatever. Need a lot of stuff, man. So I'm gonna queue some stuff up. It's early. It is very early here, so I don't know who's on, whatnot. I can do the dailies too. I'm pretty much gonna queue everything as much as possible, especially on reset day. Hey, it all works, man. It's all marks, all marks. Okay. And there's a couple things I will be talking about in today's show. Maybe surrounding like some of the controversial things that, players don't like in DCUO. But once again, I do understand, business platform and things like that to a degree. But yeah, we'll be covering a few of these topics. For example, one of the major things that keeps coming up is breakthroughs. So if I fortify and I need to do a breakthrough, it's based on RNG. I have a 50-50 chance to fail my breakthrough, meaning I spend my marks, I get my catalyst, and I still have a chance unless I acquire a seal, which it can happen. Sometimes you can acquire them. I don't know exactly how, but I've acquired seals before. Or you can purchase them, right? So if I go to artifacts, there's a seal of completion, and when you preview it, the mysterious bonus guarantees a successful breakthrough and is consumed for $4.50. That's $4.50 to guarantee your breakthrough. And for me personally, I will say this. There's a lot of the things in the item shop. Now, I am a subscriber because I want the DLCs. I like the extra day break cash. I feel it's a little light, 500, and like, I mean, but hey, you can use it on all the games, so that's cool. But anything that really affects, now, normally this game is not a pay to win, meaning I cannot buy gear, I can't buy feat items that I haven't already acquired, or at least on 1.2. So it's not a pay to win. But to affect it's mostly skip stuff, but to put a seal in there and to base the RNG, your breakthrough on RNG, kind of does suck. I honestly think breakthroughs should be automatic, because you're spending those marks. You have multiple tunes. You don't want to keep farming marks. And the higher levels you go, it becomes harder to acquire those marks. This is another reason why I feel like one of the main things that they should be also focusing on. Let me exit that. Hold on one second. Another thing they should be focusing on is dailies, because they have daily reset missions in the area, which is cool. But in your on duty tab in your alerts, you only get weeklies, not dailies. So I think if they would randomize this to do dailies in the tier progressions, right? More higher levels would do lower tier content to do what? Get the bonus marks. And that would speed up the pace of the game considerably. So get rid of weeklies, replace them with random dailies to, help acquire more marks, because at lower levels, the only time you go back into old dungeons is either hoping to get random marks or you're trying to get styles for your feat bonuses for your SP gain. So it's food for thought, to be honest with you. And not to say that the game's bad, because like I said, they have managed. One thing that I feel Daybreak Games does well is keeping from the pay to win model. And like games like Neverwinter, that's really good, unfortunately have pay to win aspect in their cash shop. And that kind of, it becomes a defeating aspect to the player base, or the, you know, the morale of players wanting to play the game. It's like whoever has the most money is the winner, and nobody wants to, you know, participate in that. People want to believe, you know, hey, with hard work comes reward. So this is a weekly too, which I do need 8 marks. That's huge. It's a farm fest, but hey man, you know, I'll do it. So, because I'm trying to get progression, trying to get the progression going on. But the game, like I said, for the most part, the majority of the things in the marketplace are fluff. The majority of it's fluff. Like, you don't need a lot of it. Like base items, I like base items. Why? Because I can get amenities. I can get different styles. Like, I'm hoping to get the bunker with my new thing. I don't have the bunker style. So I was like, I would really like to get the bunker. I have the tech, I have the Eastern, I have the ancient, and I have another one. I have like 4 different layers collected. And I would like to get the bunker style. But now I have to worry about, do I need to get instead the seal of completion? Because I don't want to keep getting marks. So it's actually kind of defeating the purpose of what I want to do in the marketplace, because I like it in the ores. I want to get this ore pack sooner or later. I think it's ore 1 pack. Like, it's fluff. It's just fluff, you know. It's it's fluff. But I would like, and I wish you could actually like click the different ores so you could get an idea. They just show you the white radiant, but the purple plasmatic would be cool, and the smoke ore would be really cool too. So there's a lot of things that I feel like the shop does really well in, and like especially like your little buffs that you can get. That's not a necessity. It's just like, you know, convenience. There's a lot of convenient things in the cash shop, and I feel that's what's supposed to be happening, ideally speaking. So. But yeah, I mean, you don't want a, you know, a pay to win aspect to the game. It defeats players, you know. But that's my recommendation. Once again, I do understand it's a business, and I get that. Am I upset about it in a lot of ways? Oh, I forgot to do my vault. 1 second, I got to do my vault, and I got to do my other thing too. I mean, honestly, I don't necessarily think. I feel like the company does good, especially in this game. Out of all the games I played, I felt like, okay, this is pretty good item shop. This is, you know, the whole leveling idea, like skip, it doesn't bother me. Every game company kind of goes through that if you have levels. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it because I'm not gonna pay $40 to skip to CR whatever when I still have to get the SP, I still have to do this, I have to still do that. I might as well farm it out. That's the point of playing for me. Alright. Get rid of the stuff I already have. Just gonna hit T to open up this. It could be a pretty decent piece. We'll find out. Okay. Another thing I wish I could do is get mods that I can see, like, you know, put up, you know, what feats I'm going for, what I have, what I don't. That would be really nice as well. apologize about this. Gotta hurry up and grab these stupid satires. Now, actually there is that one mission I can go to, I'll track that one really quick. I only need one more of these. Might as well get this one, it's really close. One thing I like about these, this mission, it kind of corresponds with the weekly. Should have that chest today. Princess woke up. How you doing this morning, Paul? Hope you're having a good day. Or a good night. Oh, wrong one. That's all good. Buff them all up. That's early. That's way early. Or late, I mean. It's almost bedtime, isn't it? That's 2:25. So wait, 2:25. So it's in the afternoon. So you work afternoons, I take it. Okay, that's done. That quest is done. I hate dailies, man. I really hate dailies. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could, but I'm not going to. I hate like these type of dailies. I'd rather be in dungeon. I'd rather be dungeon crawling or something else. Hold on. Oh, wrong one. Look at that. I'm just so much better with hard light. Like, I can control everything so much better. I don't want to kill him unevenly. I don't think I'll aggro it. Got it. I wish be bad time. It's afternoon. Right. 2:27. Yep. As soon as it said 14, I was in the military for a short period of time, so I was like 14, 2 hours past noon, obviously. Because then it goes 0600, 0700, blah, blah, blah. Look at that. Look at that. That's what you call timing. Execution is key. I gotta do the bombs mission too still. Both bows. That sucks. Oh, no, 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 no. Got it. One more. Need one more stick and SATA. By the way, why do you do this crap missions? Because I need the coins. I'm doing it for the coins. I need those coins for my gear. Because only 2 raids drop the currency, which sucks, but you can do the dailies in the zones. Those give you the currency. Plus, you're also getting the style. And we all know everything's about the, if you're going to mass up SP, the style feats is where it's at. Now, I still got to backtrack and do a couple of the styles that I skipped through the DLC chapters. But most of the time what I'm trying to do, like I've been gone for 3 years, so I got to play makeup. So it's all about CR gain at the point, and then when I don't need, when I get to a certain plateau, then what I end up doing is backtracking and getting my style feats, which give me, you know, depending on most of the styles, is, you know, it's 50 per on usually your tier progression ones. Already one dislike. I know. I told you, man. I got haters, man. I got haters, Paul. I got haters all day long. You know? Shit's real. It's all good. I don't mind, though. Haters gotta have a job, too. Even if it doesn't pay. They gotta have a purpose. I was watching my boy Despotic last night, and I really like to stream. He's like, I don't like streaming. I'm like, dude, it looks good on you. You look good streaming. Why are you complaining, man? You look good doing it. Now the weekly you don't have to do in a day though. Remember it's weekly, so I can come back here during the day and every day when I get the regular dailies and do them. Yo Jack, what's up? Doing dailies, waiting for Q's reset day. Happy reset day. Trying to get those coins, man. I'm at that point in my progression with this tune. Gotta grind another currency other than my marks. Love it. Don't you love it? Not really. It's the only thing that sucks. Gotta have progression somehow. Look at that. I only needed one, but I got both those bitches. You excited about the light stream? Yeah, I actually saw the video. It looks good. And I'm glad well, that's what I was talking about, the item shop. So there's a lot of things that I really enjoy that they keep to the item shop and they keep the fluff there. But one of the major things, like the seals, I feel like they need to make breakthrough automatic. Get rid of the seal system. I get, like, RNG. When you base something like that on RNG, like, one of the aspects of this game I've always enjoyed is it's not a pay to win. It's fluff in the market. Like, I don't need my base amenities, but I got them. I purchased them. Why? You know, so I could have them, you know? I mean, you can earn things, but certain things are convenient to get. And that's what I like. I love that game for this. I mean, and at the end of the day, I still do membership. And the reason I do membership is because I want access to all the DLCs if I'm going to play. No, I'm excited about the new kebab I can buy. Hey, man, whatever you like, you know. There's a lot of, and that's the thing. I mean, like, I wanted to save up for the bunker base. I have like 4 different layers, themes, and I was like, man, I really want to go ahead and get that, you know. But so I got my R&D amenity last time, and some more armory because I'm leveling up. So I had to purchase some new armory, right? So for me, it was like, shit, you know, I got to do this, and I got to get that. I knew that was going to happen with at least one of those bastards. Give me the out of Medusa though, or the Gorgon. I just used my 1,000 marks cash 2 days ago. I should have bought the light stream. I know, right? But you know, they're going to be there, and they say they're going to add more. Yo, Mystic, you're a known YouTuber, so tell this dumb Daybreak fools that can transfer tunes between. I wish they would, to be honest with you. They would make a lot of money doing transfers like that. I mean, no joke. They would make a lot of money. And speaking of being like a known YouTuber, I wasn't aware. I did get a nice email yesterday. I'm not going to say from who. I got a really nice little email yesterday So we'll see. We'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see. I don't realize like you know, some people know me like that. I mean, I know companies do, because I've done stuff for like tons of different companies. Like Turbine, I've done stuff for Turbine. I've done stuff for NC Soft. Mythic, before EA bought out Mythic, I've done some stuff for Mythic. You know, so there were a lot of things I've done as a gamer. SOE or Daybreak here, we have a very complex past, very complex. But I've done a lot of stuff for SOE as well. What's up, Spartacus? So I've worked with like Blizzard. I've never done anything for Blizzard. Nothing, zero. But there are majority of the like devs that's been in the industry for a long time. Have known me. I've done this for a long, long time. So, you know, some of it good, some of it bad. I'm a very passionate person, and I think my I have one bad reputation. My one bad reputation is I can't keep my mouth shut. So I have no filter. So there's no filter to my what I agree with and what I don't. So see the ancient coins here, Paul. I'm trying to get the ancient coins because it's the next part of my progression. So I'm trying to get my my 186. So I'm needing these. So right now I have 20. I can do that weekly. I'll get 8, so I'll get me up to 28. And I'm hoping with the 2 weeklies from the Gods and Olympus that I can get my chest. So between GOM, G-O-M, God of Monsters, and Olympus, I can do it. I was, bro, but since it's so dead, I left it last year, my tune. Honestly, I think they should. I think, honestly, it'd be what? Who would have paid 25 bucks just for a character transfer? One character transfer. 25 bucks. Or, you know, it's not moving your account, it's moving per character. And you fly off the handle really fast. I do. Well, there was a company, let's put it this, one of the big boys who were going to offer me a lot of money to make my own game, to be the CEO of a development, not CEO, but executive director of a company to develop my game, which I have the copyrights for and everything else like that. That was fine. But I wanted to actually do it in the state of Ohio. I had everything set up economically for the prospectus to do it in this area. But their catch was they're a foreign entity, and they have a branch of business in Texas, and they wanted me to relocate to Texas to do this. And I was like, I am not going to Texas. And it was a substantial amount of money. But once again, it wasn't about that. For me, it was about like, okay. And at the time, there was a lot of things going on with the company. I knew what was going on internally. You know, I have, like I said, people I know. I have like some inside, but I didn't really realize until, you know, you hear from it. And you're like, oh, fuck. But, and you just keep your mouth shut most of the time. When it comes to that stuff, you know, I don't talk about it. You know, I don't get caught up in that drama. I apply some drama because I want games to succeed. So I'll be a little dramatic about it. I mean, I'll push the envelope. You know, why? Because these are things that people are talking about. This is what people are talking about, and it's relevant, man. At the end of the day, why is your game not succeeding? What does it need help with? You know, that's the issue. Yeah, it's a shame you left, but our EU server is better now. Oh, Jack, yeah, that's right. You play EU. You should return back into the game. Nice. Yeah. I mean, honestly, character transfer. I mean, imagine this. Imagine you're playing PlayStation and you get an Xbox, right? Now, they had character transfer, I think, initially when Xbox launched. Maybe not. I don't know. But imagine if you wanted to pay for a transfer. Just to pay transfer. Say, I'm no longer playing PlayStation. I'm playing Xbox. You don't want to regrind your main tune. Here's $25. Can you do a transfer? I mean, some things are doable, some things aren't. I'm just using this as an example, right? But imagine if multiple players did that through a year. That's revenue. If they can do it, big word there, if they can do it, that's a substantial amount of money that they can gain for doing character transfers, doing what the customer is wanting to happen. But I'm not saying it can necessarily. I mean, it's easier said than done in a lot of cases, and this is what I always go back to. You always say, why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? As a gamer, you're always going to ask those questions. That's the one question that always comes up with all of us, right? Why isn't this being done? I might as well queue up some other stuff. Why don't they do this? Because once again, it's all about code, right? I mean, honestly, when it comes back down to that, that's what that's about. We can wish for everything in our dreams to happen, but it doesn't mean it's going to. So I'm also going to do the events. I forgot to do my stabilizers. I'll do Teen Titan events. Like, honestly, like I said, I mean, I feel like Daybreak, it does the best. The one bad thing Daybreak should never have done is 86 EverQuest Next. I mean, I don't know. Once again, I wasn't there. I wasn't in any part of that. Didn't even see it in like a closed phase. So I wouldn't know exactly what was going on or what was occurring. But when they shut it down, I mean, that's the next step for the development, if they're going to develop another product, is trying to get a game to be as close to cross-platform as possible. But given that fact that Sony has issues with Xbox, even though like I feel like there's ways around the whole controversy of crossplay, honestly. Platforms can still do good even if Xbox and PlayStation decided to crossplay. There we go. Come on. Then just transfer all your rare items into a new hero character. Yeah, there you go. Was thinking about it, but all my friends left DC and be alone is sad. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's another thing. If you're not going to at least have character transfer, this has been brought up multiple times, like faction transfer. Going from villain to hero without it regrinding. Problem of it is the style feats. They've said that. They said the only problem we have is the style feats, because like certain things heroes acquire in styles and the other faction doesn't. And I got that. Like right from the rip, I knew. Yeah, you know, that kind of is a little bit of a problem. All right. Another thing I wish they would do is, see, I got to do Legends Paradox. Not that I want to. Not that I want to. But honestly, morning, Cal. Hope you're having a good day. There's this PSN. Yeah, you guys get together, man. I'm serious. I feel like DC is held its own. You know, graphically, it's one of the most polished. Content-wise, I hate to say it, not a lot of games can even keep up with the type of content that DC puts out as far as storyline. The one thing, they just need to like put something a little more dynamic in open world, and this game would be busting. This game would be like totally blowing up left and right. There's more than enough alerts or dungeons and raids that most games can't compete. on that level. I'll be honest with you. I'm not, you know. Give me your hero name, not PSN. Oh, yeah. So he can friend you, because even if he gives you your PSN, you still have to manually enter friends. That's another thing I wish they do, is upload your friends list on this game from your PSN. There's games that do that. Elder Scrolls is one of them.
Oh, hi. New recruits, huh? Welcome. Feel free to take the training simulator for a spin. I'm going to hit the showers. Don't worry. You're in good hands.
Look what Tara does, that little smirk with the finger.
I'll go join Gar in the control room and we can begin our session.
That flying thing, they should have done better on that.
Today you take your first steps towards becoming Titan. To do so, you must learn how
Okay, he's here.
The simulator will create various
I got it.
and as a team, you will attempt to overcome them. Prepare yourselves.
Should have grabbed more pots or colas.
Think you're hot stuff, do ya? Let me show you a real
Dude is beast.
Excellent work, team. Let's take a moment to talk and
Oh wow, you must have been an expert in this game then. How did you collect all those pieces? Damn.
You two, face me if you're not cowards.
Yeah, my RNG is not so good in any game.
Hey, tough guy. You're not gonna let little orphan alien tell you what to do, are you? Aren't you supposed to be Batman's son?
I am the heir of the demon and the Dark Knight, and you will show me respect even if I have to beat it from you.
Robin's out of control. Beast Boy, shut down the simulation.
I'm locked out. That little psycho turned our simulator into a cage match.
It's cool.
I merely wanted to evaluate if you were worthy to be on my team.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna take a weapons box right now.
All the safety overrides. Hang on, I will get you out. The doors are locked tight. I cannot open
Also, I never was big mouth shit. Never was say to anyone, you are a noob. Yeah, I think honestly a lot of things. I don't use the word. If I'm PvPing, I can be a little bit of an asshole. I'm a former elitist, and this game helped me so many ways. When I left, I forget what game I left, and I was playing DC, and I started getting in leagues, and I started getting a little bit more serious about my end game. And honestly, this game really brought it down a notch for me to be able to play with most players and not be a douchebag, you know? Not be like, oh my god, your DPS sucks, and oh my god, and this. And I felt like that's the one thing also that DC did well, trying to keep players at least, promoting casual play, trying to get your objectives done, and get more casual players to group together. You can have your leagues that are getting their feats done and their gear and all that, but honestly, that's without I came in here, I'm like, where's the metrics download? None. Where's this? None. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, is this real? And then all of a sudden, though, the more I played it, even if I lost, right, with pugs, I never lost with my leagues. When I started getting in the leagues, we were pretty well organized. But a lot of times, I felt like that's the one pro aspect to this game. Like, I felt like that was the best aspect to this game, was like, I didn't have to be a dickhead. I didn't have to be anymore. I feel like that's the one thing. Now PvP, I'm still like, I'm a smack talker in PvP. But you can be respectful. Most of the time, that's why I don't get into like chats. Everybody asks me like, why don't you get in chat? And I'm like, because I don't want to offend anybody, man. It's sometimes best not to say anything if you don't have nothing nice to say. And if you don't want to get upset with people, man, Cool.
We have a problem.
Also funny, one guy wanted to buy my account from me. He offered 500, but I don't know was wanting to sell it.
You heard the man. Titans together.
Titans together. Oh, look at that. Archangel legs. I think I'm going to. That's why I love my Promethean lockboxes. This is why it pays to be a member sometimes. Now, did I get that last one? No. Oh, that's an easy one. Plus, I do like getting all this other stuff here. There's a lot of cool stuff you can get by doing those dailies. Laugh out loud, Mystic. You got to take that advice. You're like the first to snap. I know. That's why I'm on my channel. That's why I don't get in chat. I just admitted that. I just admitted that. That's why I don't get into voice chat, because I do snap. That's why it's like, I can't do it. I'm the first to go off. I totally agree. Totally. But when I'm in this game, I'm more relaxed. I am way more relaxed. It's like night and day, I guess, in a lot of ways in that aspect. You know, just to chill out. I mean, you could still lose and still, you know, die and still whatever, but majority of the time you're just, I don't know, you're having fun majority of the time. And like, there are certain things that can be challenging, like, you know, for without a doubt. Like my two-mans. Like, sometimes, man, when you go in duos in this game and you don't have a right, like, setup, you'll want to beat your head against the wall. Also, I prefer give away my account for someone who is a good person. That's good, man. Well, it looks like I'm DPSing this. Okay.
Of our arrangement. Cooperate with the members of Task Force X, or I yank the leash connected to that collar.
How much currency do I have of Titans? Titans credit 10. Yeah, I think I bought like the back or something recently. I think I'm saving up for the legs next.
Wait, what? This ain't Starfire.
Yo, Kirk, what's up, brother? It's going good. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I get it. It's not worth it. You put so much effort into your account, I would do the same, right? By the way, Mystic, today I hear you have a wife. Yeah, I have 3 girls. I have 3 daughters. I have a wife and 3 girls. My one daughter is all grown, and then I have 2 girls in high school. Hold on. I'll break his ass. Start getting like banners and stuff, I guess. Yeah, 2-mans can be hard. I normally DPS trash and switch to heal. Yeah, right. No, I agree, Spartacus. I mean, you have to play those other roles in this game, and that's one thing I love about this game, man. Right? You can have the different loadouts. You can have the different builds, man. You can you can use the same gear, either switch roles or use the armory system, which is great, and then it switch your entire role completely. So it's really nice.
Talk to me, buddy.
Yeah. No, they actually put like movement styles. They're badass actually. They're badass.
We need to warn Nightwing.
I'm a poor man. I would get it, but I actually think like tomorrow my cash shop item comes into play, and I think I'm gonna like get a couple. I wanted to get a new layer theme, but unfortunately, I have to buy a seal if I don't earn one. If I don't earn a seal, I'm gonna have to buy one soon. Yo, Nick, what's up? Happy reset day, brother. I'm trying to get my ancient coins this week. I'm at that spot in the game. We've all been there. Progression. Guess what you're going to do now? You're going to farm. This is why you play alts in this game, by the way. So when you're down between your content in your progression line and you're farming currency, you have those alts to put back. That's what I used to do. Like, remember, like, you guys know how it is. You get so many of currency a week because you have the other currency besides marks, your victory marks. And then what do? Well, you're either farming more marks, trying to farm your SP, or even better yet, like my steel stuff. I think I still have to go over and finish a few steel items. Like, I probably should be doing that, but this is kind of why I like. I mean, I wish they'd go to 5, man. I really do. Ante it up a little bit, make it a little bit harder, so we can get one, and then get a Q check. God, for God's sake, can we get a Q check system? You know, it really sucks when you don't have at least one support class in your team. And you're begging for it. You're begging for a healer. Or you're begging for a troller when you keep bottoming out. Though I do have to say the new way support works without trolls is kind of cool. In a way, I was kind of like, are you kidding me? That kind of sucks. But then it makes sense because most of the time you only need a troll for raids. But nobody's been running dual troll. I did it. I skipped dual trolling yesterday, but in endgame you need dual troll. You do. If you're going to play like your elite, your hard modes, and you're going to play whatever, you need the dual trolls. You need a battery and you need a feeder. That was religious back in the day. That was religion for a troller. You know, I'm feeding your battery. Or I'm battery, you best believe I need a feeder. That's what, it was religious. Yeah, 2 trollers, depending, you could get away with 1 healer. But sometimes you ran 2. So it was like, okay, 1 tank, 2 healers, 2 trollers, and rest DPS. Okay? So it was like, okay, 5 is support, we have 3 DPS. That's plenty. However, if you ran dual tanks, you would roll like 1 healer. And people would switch. People would have that backup. So if people were using like a support tank just on 1 or 2 bosses, they'd have a DPS loadout, or they just use mainly DPS and they had a tank loadout for those scenarios. Enjoy your life, man. Do the things you want to before you settle into adult life. Agree. Yeah, work life is going to hit me like a bus. You know, but the one thing is try to keep the eye on the prize of what you want to do. Because no matter, like, say you go to school and there's something in you want to do for a living. Try to accomplish that, man, at all costs. Because no matter what you do in this world for, you know, a living, you're always going to get frustrated with the work environment. But be rest assured, at least you're doing something you typically enjoy. There's a lot of jobs out there that if you didn't like the type of job, you can have a miserable existence to try to earn a living. But if you're trying to at least do something you're half interested in, you're going to have frustrated days, but at least you're doing something you're into. Everybody's going to have bad days at work, man. There was days, I'm cocky, man. I made companies money. I made companies a lot of money. And I was a little bit cocky about it. I always tell people, you know what real power is? Performance. Performance gives you power. Because people like to say, oh, well, people are replaceable. Not everybody is so easily replaceable. And I always tell people, you know, up your game. Make your goals, man. Make your goals happen. The only person holding you back is you. Believe it. Believe it. And the only person in this, when you're trying to accomplish something, holding you back is you majority of the time. There are certain things that, you know, in life that you can't control, and I'm a testament to that as well. But if you're, like, say you're doing something, and you want to do something, you know, that you can do, you're interested in it. If you didn't feel like you could do it, you want to be interested in doing it. Oh my God, I can't believe I floated into that. Mystic is cookie greed. Is cookie greeds? I don't know about that, you know. I mean, honestly, I don't like greed. I've always been brought up, you know, I come from a family where it's just like you take what you need and you give what you can, no matter where you are in life. That's how I was raised. Like, it doesn't pay to have the most expensive things. To have all just for what? To try to impress who? Other people? You know? My grandpa was like, if you could afford $1 million vehicle, would it be better than a $20,000 vehicle? Given the fact that it has the same function, it gets you from point A to point B. The only thing I felt like you just did was waste a shitload of money. He's like, it's okay to want nice things, but to overpay for something, that's ridiculous. Like, my grandpa would get Lincolns. Like, my grandpa had a Lincoln. I mean, he liked his nice vehicles. He liked a little bit of a luxury. But here was the trick. He would never buy it brand new. He would always wait until, like, it literally got to the next year, right, when they were coming out the new models, and get the last year model at the cheaper price. Because he was like, it's depreciating. It's a depreciating purchase. So why am I going to buy something new like that when I can save thousands of dollars just holding off? Made sense. Made a lot of sense, man. Like, do I have a Lincoln? Fuck no. I have a Kia. I have a Kia. I'm American, but moved to Canadian with my Canadian. Oh, that's awesome. We have, my wife has a couple family members who live in Canada. I got a couple friends in Canada as well. And my one friend who lives, I live in Ohio. I don't live far from Canada. And one of my friends from around here, he has a resort in Canada. Well, it's a hunting lodge thing. He owns an island in Canada. I guess it's a big thing, man. Like, people like paying to go on hunting and fishing expeditions. So he owns a couple other different businesses too, but I know a lot of, like, people, you know, people are like, well, you know this person. I'm like, that doesn't mean shit for me. I'm a POMO. I'm a Po man. Po. I'm Po. I am so Po. My car is like over a decade old. Can I afford a new one? Hell no. If I could afford a new one, would I buy a new one? Probably not. I'd get a used vehicle, but I wouldn't buy a new one. You live in Quebec, but we'll be moving to Ontario. Oh, cool. Well, congratulations, Nick. See, the healer should be over there so I can DPS. Why didn't that drop? So I don't know what the heck is happening with our government. Nobody ever knows what's going on with their governments. I'm an American, and I can't tell you what's going on with my government. Can't work in Quebec, not being able to speak French. I took French in high school, and yet I didn't retain hardly anything. I took 2 years of French. 2 years. Ask me how much I remember. Hardly anything. Probably because I never used it. Probably why. I know the basics. Like, I mean, someone walked up to me and was like, bonjour, comment vous, and I'd be like, you know. I already have a leftover box, so I guess I'm taking the weapon crate.
Not yet.
Who are you?
Friend.
Friend. Friend. All right. What is that? That's dual wield, right? Right. Let's see what we get. Maybe I'll get something a little higher. We'll check it out. Check it out. Yeah, it's a good idea. You could start your own business.
I'm Adeline Kane Wilson, and this is my son Joseph.
Man, I need a repair. I buy drinks too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's definitely a big plus. So I'm gonna go to the base real quick. Happy Palace. We're going to Happy Palace, people. Come to Happy Palace. There's only a psychotic, fear-mongering Sinestro Corp member that lives here named Happy. By the way, Stacy, I don't know if you'll catch this later, but thank you for giving me those in-game items and that. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
You are now assigned to the Suicide Squad. By now, you are intimately aware of our arrangement. Cooperate with the members of Task Force X, or I yank the leash connected to that collar.
Tell me they didn't get all of this down, because then I'll have to come back anyways. That would suck. I'll have to switch roles. I have to. Because you should run 2 trolls in this. You really should. They got 1 boss down. They're on the 2nd one. So I'm going to miss out on 1 coin at least. But I should get my other bonus. And I'll get this bonus if they get it complete. Which we have 4 200s and 191. Yeah, should happen. I'll crush you! Starting a business is difficult. How is one supposed to start? You have to draw up a prospectus. First thing you got to find investors. Or if it's a small business, acquire a small business loan. So that's one thing. If it's going to be a large business and you need a substantial amount of money, you have to put together a prospectus. Another thing is how much capital are you bringing to the table, if any. That's another thing that's going to be, a determining factor. A lot of things with business development. You start by coming up with a layout and business plan to bring the bank to ask. Well, if you're going for a small business, loan, you can go to a bank or, different types of, different governments have different programs for small business loans and things like that. But you definitely need to have a plan put together, right? Then get ready for opening, right? But if you're going to, like I said, if it's a larger business, you're going to need like a prospectus. Like a couple of people what's a prospectus? Well, it's a large scale demographic business plan. By competitive market, profit gain, cost, And then you have this thing called POP, which I call POP, which is percentage of profit, right? Percentage of profit gain. What was initially invested versus its return. This is what I took in college. I dropped out of college, but I took financing, economics, everything. I took accounting, 3 years of accounting in high school and whatever. So I took everything in my life was all business oriented. Everything. I didn't want to be whatever, but I took all business classes. I loved it. Loved it. At the end of the day, man, supply and demand, supply and demand. Got to find something people are already willing to pay for consistently. Retention's important, especially when you're going into business. Also, competitive market. Competitive market. If you're opening a donut shop with you say you live in a town of like 3,000, there's already 2 donut shops in your town. Why would you open a donut shop? You know, it becomes saturated. The marketplace for the demand becomes saturated, and you're not going to profit in that market. So you really do have to, you know, take a look at, you know, what's your store or what's your business offering, and the demographics, how large, how scale. Are you, you know, are you exporting exporting goods? Because you don't want to keep importing. That's costly. But if you're exporting goods and you're shipping goods, that's another thing. Online businesses are doing really well. Like small startup businesses that are online are doing very well because it's very low cost investment, but time consuming, but lucrative. So there are a lot of, like, you know, turnover for profit without manufacturing. Sex, food, and haircuts. But yeah, a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of things out there. A lot.
Time to finish this.
Got to think smarter, not harder. I just want to see people who go into college benefit from an education in the future. Like, that's the one thing. Like, I did a research, and it was like, this was a couple years ago, and 70% of college grads at one time were in unrelated field of study. An unrelated field of study. That's enough to make you want to friggin' cry. I'm actually going to probably take the cola. I think I should take the cola. Imagine that. People spending money, getting a college education, and then they're in a job they didn't even study for. People need food, housing.
Is incredible.
And I would,
I may not be able to
I forget the other one.
The strain much longer. Your will is strong. I admire it.
I could come up with a couple of things that people could need.
Energy of Zeus's lightning bolt. I can lend you a touch of my power, which will help. But it
I don't even know what's going on out there. I think somebody's at my door. Last boss. I only missed one boss, but and I really need this, man. I need those currencies so bad. I need those ancient coins.
These mortals are not alone, Typhon.
We are here to return Olympus to its rightful rulers.
We all have our place in the universe, as my lordly brother has so often reminded me. Yours is with your kindred creatures, as mine is with the dead.
Silence! We, the forgotten Mongols you kept as pets, are the true gods.
You will never have Olympus. To battle!
everybody's got to get kind of in a straight line and spread out, or get in a line. It's like a Congo line. Get in a line. Thank you. Jump in the line. Put your body at time. Okay. I forget the name. Work, 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 Sonora. Work your body line. Work, Sonora. Work it all the time. Remember Beetlejuice? Anybody was a Beetlejuice fan? Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Rock your body in time. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get back just a little bit. Drop it. Get in line. There we go. I'm back. I buy a high ass kebab. Okay, get in the line. Jump in the line. Rock their body at time. Okay, I believe you. See where Wonder Woman's at? That's where you kind of have to line up. She's in the back. You have to form a line to her. Stop. We had a person just like kind of moving out of the line. I'm like, yo man, jump in the line. Jump in the line. I had my tea at 5 a.m. I'm drinking coffee. Man, I'm on the coffee, man. I need caffeine too. I like tea. I'm a big tea drinker. I'm a little bit of a coffee snob sometimes. I don't drink Starbucks though. I feel like sometimes, I mean I will, but I feel like it's overpriced. Like, just considerably. I make my own lattes and shit. Cheaper. Remember, I'm a po. I'm po. Cost effectiveness. 11:30 p.m. for me. I'm eating popcorn. Popcorn! Ah, I remember popcorn. I don't eat popcorn anymore. I used to like popcorn with butter and stuff, and now I'm not a big popcorn eater. Yo, man. That's it. Cryogenic solution. Oh, box, weapon box. I gotta take it. I've gotta take it. I don't know if it's gonna be better. Damn them.
Still too weak to join in this battle. Seeing his crown shattered might have ended him.
Let's hope.
Crown destroyed. Olympus will fall to strife and infighting.
That may be so. Or the gods could learn to put aside their petty squabbles and deceptions.
Don't hold
It's a little bit better.
You don't have to be Athena.
Athena.
To know Olympians will never play nice.
You're still here, Circe?
Ah, 3 coins away. Jack, you're young. You got to be out trying to eat the land. So I only missed out on 1 boss, so that's 3 coins. Oh, it just drives me nuts, man. Drives me nuts. I'm so close. Phantom zone alert. Sure. Sure, if we can maintain it. Sure, and more sure. Shibber. 74 marks of victory. I'm getting ready for my upgrade. Problem of it is, to do my breakthrough, I also need a seal. Oh, I got a stabilizer. Check that out. Uh-oh. 219 of these bad boys. I just earned a stabilizer. Let's see what we get. Shimmering Sunstone. Grants 10% increased experience for every additional Sunstone. I got the Candor belt. So I'm going to take the laser scanner. Long wavy haircut. Oh my god. Shut up. Got a collection update. I already had the long wavy haircut. Whatever. Jump in the line. Mark your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Okay, I need a weapon. Restoration. Replenish. That's what I need. Okay. So we got that new weapon on there. We'll get there. Okay, we're gonna save it. We got it. Mystic, you still have a mess in your inventory. I always got a mess in my inventory. Always. Now hold on. Oh, I forgot to do that too. So let me switch out. Because I got those new weapons, man. I gotta save that stuff too, man. Making sure I'm not deleting anything. Whatever. A lot of it's housing stuff I've been putting on my other tunes. Got those new gloves. I think that was it. I think those are the only 2 pieces I got for that upgrade. So, I want to come over here. I always got a mess. That's why I take the extra inventory spots, man. I don't like to be pressured. I don't like having like 20 spots and then you're like, what do I do? What do I get rid of? Why is my I was about to say, man, what is up with that? See, there's a couple things I need to collect. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. See, this is why you pay attention, man. Now, I just jumped up because I had shoulders. This is why you gotta be careful, man. You could accidentally get rid of some stuff that you'd be like, oh, I don't need that, and then it's an upgrade. Nah. You gotta be careful, man. You better be careful. I'll tell you what, the R&D, what the wrong mod you add for the weapon. No. That's intentional, Paul. That's for my troll. So when I do an attack, when I do the attack, I get the power back. Remember, I'm feeding power on my troller. For DPS, it would be a different one. You're right. Absolutely. But when I'm trolling, when I'm just doing controller, I'm pumping out, I'm doing a battery build. So if I'm doing a battery build, and for example, okay, let me go ahead and switch back. If I'm doing a battery build, the whole idea is to do what? Provide power. I don't care about DPS. I put like and boom, more likes are going on. Nice, thank you, Paul, I appreciate it. The only reason I put this enchantment on is because weapon attacks restore additional power. So I'm just feeding power. Because when I look at my loadout, I'm using recharge, right? So basically, it's just feeding. So I have a feeding aspect. So I do a clip, and then I clip with recharge on the attack. So when I do it, it's feeding me power to redistribute the cost of the other effects. Also, what I'm doing in my inventory, if you notice, like I'm using boost. So I use the supercharge ability. Using a supercharge ability restores 5% of my max supercharge. Now there's other ones I could be putting on here, but the reason I did this intentionally was to use the 5% for using my supercharge. So I get 10% back, so it stacks. So I got 10%. Hey, I'm about to go to school. Morning, Stacy. Stacy, thank you so much for sending me that stuff. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. That was really awesome of you to do that. I appreciate it. Thank you. So what it's doing is I'm stacking the recharge, redistributing. So I get 10% back for casting it. So basically, I have less downtime for my supercharge. So I dump. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have a seal. Okay, so that's cool. I have a seal preservation, which is nice. But yeah, so I'm stacking it. So I want, as a troller, the only thing I'm doing is stacking the recovery as a troller, right? I got to think of myself as a support class. I don't care about my DPS when I'm playing support. What I care about is recovery points, and that's why I want that on my weapon, that mod. So ideally, what I'm doing is just hitting recovery points, so I can keep feeding my team. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So I got to go to Hall of Doom. Since I have that, we're going to make an upgrade. By the way, who has Discord? And Kirk add me. I do have Discord, but I don't get on it when I'm streaming. It always messes up or something. Like my mic does. And it's like I'm like, oh, no, I can't do that. So we're going to go to Constantine. We're going to do the upgrade, and I can't wait because now I'm going to get my boost. I'm hoping I have enough marks to do it, which is whatever. So we're going to get that upgrade for that nice bonus when I'm trolling. Gotta love it. Okay, so first thing I need to do is see how much I need for my upgrade components. So we're going to go with the Zara. So I need 4, I need 3, and I need 2 of the rare. So 2, 3, and 4. Pretty easy to remember. So 4, 7, that's 90. So I need 90. I don't have enough yet. So I might as well hold off. So that's 40, 70, 80, 90. I need 90 on my currency. And I have 75. I need 90 for my upgrade. Blech. You're killing me here. You're killing me. You're killing me. It'll be worth it, though. Especially for the artifacts, man. Seriously, I mean, when that boost, using a group power heal grants you and up to 7 group members health. So I'm healing 12% of my vitality. And then I could go with, I like the Parasite's Power Harness too. Hitting an enemy with a controller debuff grants you and up to 7 group members power equal to 6% of my vitality, my vitalization. And precision equal to, what is it, 1% of my vitalization, which, whatever. But the power output is what I'm pushing out for. And then I'm going with this. So I need to get this to 80 to get the power distribution bonus, and I almost at 80 for the heal. So Mystic, can you put off this time limit for type? Like what time limit? Are you talking about like when I'm streaming? I'm sorry, I have to ask. I just didn't understand. By the way, Mystic, can I be modder at your channel? Maybe. I'll think about it. You know, I could definitely think about it. I've kind of kept everything low key because, like, I do need to do upgrades on my channel, and I really do. And a moderator, I don't know. I'd have to take a look into that. But yeah, I could take a look and maybe, you know, I don't, you know, we'll see for sure. By the way, yeah, because I mean, initially I didn't want to be a content creator. I was just always a gamer, what I considered a gamer, and I've been a fortunate gamer. So I can't say that. And I was just like, I don't want to be a content creator. And then I went to Elder Scrolls. ESO, DCUO, COD, WW2, ARC. Oh, dude, that is a pretty extensive game list there, Nick. Nice. Because I can type a lot because saying I need wait 30 seconds. Yeah. That's definitely, I'll have to take a look into it and like parameters and stuff. It's something I haven't set up yet. Like, honestly, when I started the channel, I started off really slow. The only reason I became a content creator was because of Elder Scrolls. I took a break from MMOing and gaming for around 3 years. Like, literally. This was probably one of the last games. This and another game is what I was playing, and I literally walked away from gaming. And for a little while. And all of a sudden I jump into Elder Scrolls Online, and they were doing the whole community was duped in a lot of ways. I'm not saying anything negative about the content creators that were misleading the community, but they were ignoring MMO fundamentals. So I forced myself into becoming a content creator. Guys, I had to. They were ignoring math. I was like, how? Why? Who? What? And that's how I ended up getting into content creating. And I've gone head to head with the biggest content creators on the ESO game. You name a content creator for Elder Scrolls, they know who I am. They know who I am. So, and not that I care. I don't. I don't care about what they think or what they have to say. I've proven every one of them wrong at one time or another. So, just because I was completely whatever. It was like, literally, I walk in. You know, they're ignoring the mathematical law of diminishing marginal returns. I'm like, what the hell? You're dealing with invested percentage math, right? You cannot afford to ignore that mathematical law. And then they didn't know what indifferent values were correlating to diminishing returns. I'm like, what are you people doing? These are fundamentals in MMOs. Some are controllable, some aren't. You know, obviously. But honestly, it just floored me. So that's how I ended up starting content. And then they thought, like, literally the game, you could only one class. They were saying BIS in Elder Scrolls. They're like, this is best in slot. I'm like, it's a non-linear progression. How can you say the word BIS? You don't know what BIS is. You're not playing linear progression. There's indifferent values too. That'll make up the difference. So how are you using the word best in slot? You guys look like idiots. And then they were calling a metrics a parse. I was like, wow. 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 We really have some noobs in a sense of not knowing the fundamentals, but yet these are content creators. That was it. It was just like, man, you guys are content creators. Players come to you guys for like serious type, you know, information. And you guys are completely feeding them garbage. Like garbage. Like misleading information. They were like, well, this and all that. And I feel like ZeniMax Online Studio does really good in PvE. PvE content, the game's solid. Like, the game is really kick-ass in PvE. PvP, it has its issues, for sure. But every game does. Every game does. I'm taking a break from ESO. Might be a little bit more extended. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I got an email. Oh, I got an email. We'll see. It's just an email. Just a little kind of curious email. We'll see. It kind of surprised me to get it. I was like, really? It's been weird. But it was cool. I was actually cool with it. I was like, wow, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. To play Battlefront, I must be heavily drawn. I suck at shooters. But COD, hell, I play with you. I dig, yeah. It's good. This is what I like. This is why I like my show, too. People get together. They're watching. They're conversating. We're having a good time. I like that. I like it. You know, everybody... Yeah, I feel like this is the place where everybody can get together. As long as you don't get trolls and haters and people, whatever. This is why I like my channel. This is why I like it, because of this type of stuff. You guys talking about games, what you will play together with, how to meet up and stuff. That's awesome. It's the best. That's what MMOs, that's what gaming's about. Community, getting together, you know, having fun, having a good time. And for some reason, my mouse adjustment keeps tilting my camera. I don't know if it's the sensitivity or what's going on. I don't know what is going on, but it's driving me nuts. Anyways, man, I do got to wrap this up, guys. It's about that time. But I will be on later today. I got a couple things to do. You know, real life stuff. But, yeah, thank you, guys. Reset day. Also, Stacy, if you catch this later on, I'll be on this afternoon. We will stream that. We will level up some alts. Sounds good to me. See, now, if I do that... What? I don't know what's going on with my camera. See, it's tilted. I'm not even touching anything, and it's moving on its own. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, man. Let's kill together, ESO. Mystic, join you as well. Yeah, well, I like I said, I'm taking a break from Elder Scrolls. I mean, I will play from time to time. But, you know, I'm taking a break. I'm taking a hard break from ESO. Like a hard break. And like I said, I did get an email yesterday. I'm not jumping to any conclusions, but we'll see what ends up happening in the future. for my participation with ESO. Let's put it that way. You know, it was an interesting email. I got a very good email, just a little email, and I was like, I responded, and you know, I take advantage of the opportunities for the companies who want me. I take advantage of it. So when a company says, hey, you know, Mystic Buddy, I'm here, let me know, I'll help you out if I can. Definitely. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up, but we'll see. When a company says, hey, you know, what do you think, Mystic? Really? Okay. Cool. I kind of take note on that. We'll see. So I said, ESO might be getting pushed way back on my line after some things. So we'll see. I'm not saying for sure, but we'll see. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Once again, I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.